What's up? This is the Leo Mystic. Welcome to the Inner Peace Forecast, where we are going to look at the skies, the cosmic energy, and how that is influencing us on planet Earth so that we can be ahead of the challenges and know what opportunities are coming on our path so that we can make conscious decisions. So, where are we right now? We had a new moon in Capricorn. A new moon is always a moment to reflect, to go inward. It's a beginning of a new cycle. So it is a good time to plan for the future, plan for the whole month. And it is in Capricorn. So it is planning on business, structure, everything in terms of opportunities. What are my responsibilities and how am I showing up? In our case, as a leader. How am I impacting? Am I living in integrity? How can I be more in integrity with myself? But, we had, obviously, the Saturn and Pluto. We had in the middle the new moon. Exactly in the middle. So that is, in terms of duty, and getting structure, planning with so much Capricornian energy. It is all about bringing it into form, into matter. And what you planned is what you will get. It's like planting the seed and you will harvest. But Pluto and Saturn can give us a lot of anxiety that things have to be perfect. But Pluto is all about transformation. Pluto destroys. So I guess what this is saying is that we have to learn to let go after we have made a firm plan. So my suggestion to you right now is to really plan, think, structure, and know it so well that you then let go. So it is a cycle, and we're seeing these cycles throughout the whole astrological chart. We have Capricorn energy grounding us, structuring, but we have Venus, our wants, our projects, our relationships, coming into Sagittarius, the hope, the rising out of the darkness, which is Scorpio. And so we had so much Scorpion energy that we're finally, all the dark thoughts, all the underworld is gone. We're rising out of the surface and we can feel optimistic about our opportunities and about, how we're going to do these projects, still squaring the sun, those semi-squaring the sun. So projects are still not going fully how we would like to, but we're at least a lot more optimistic in our relationships. It is trining Mars, who is our desires, our ego in Aries at home, saying, let's get it done, let's go. Trining, a good aspect with Venus is sweet, is the masculine energy of like, let's get it going. And Venus, which is more the receptive side, is hopeful. So at least that's a good aspect. And it wants to go, it wants to push. But at the same time, it is semi-squaring and squaring, which means it's like hard aspects, creating tension with the, hold on, think it through, because Mercury came into Capricorn. We have the sun in Capricorn, we have Pluto, Capricorn, Saturn, Capricorn, South Node, Capricorn. It's all like a wall that's saying bring it into form, structure, but at the same time, like, let's get it going, let's get it done. Like, yes, very optimistic. And we also have Uranus in Aries. Uranus, the planet of explosion, of enlightenment, which is squaring the nodes. The nodes is where we're going and where we come from, our purpose and our past purpose that we're taking with, our habits. And squaring that is saying, break free in order to go where you want to go. Do what requires courage. It is also square, sesquiquadrate, which is also a form of tension with Jupiter, which is saying, well, how can you contribute in being unique with what? Squaring Neptune in Pisces. It's saying, well, in order for you to bring to the collective consciousness your unique form, in order that we can come together for source, what is your contribution going to be in terms of your spirituality? How can you communicate more compassionate? What Jupiter in Sagittarius saying, expand your belief systems, go further. So we're seeing these cycles also because every planet is direct and it's all like move forward. There's no more reflecting. Every single planet, it is very rare. I mean, we had it past year at the beginning of the year as well, that every planet was direct. So, which means that every aspect inside of us is like experience new things. And this can be very overwhelming. This can be like driving in your car and trying to look at 7,000 things at the same time. It's very overwhelming. So it is actually a good thing that we have this Capricornian energy if we want to get stuff done. If we want to be structured and bring things into form. And that new moon as well was trining Neptune, or at least sextiling Neptune in Pisces, which was, well, all your dreams, you can bring that into form. Your spiritual soul's purpose, you can bring that into form. And so this is actually depending on your level of awareness, readiness, consciousness, your soul's awareness. This can be a time where you resist, or this can be a time where you actually go with the flow, where it is a cycle of going in and really structure, but then letting that go and just let source take care of the details. So I think what the universe is telling us is this is time to learn what it means to be part of a bigger universe, to be part of being a human being that has a purpose to serve all. And this can feel like, if I have to image this, if I have to bring this into a metaphor analogy, I think this can be like the architect has its plan, right? And says like, this is what has to happen. This is what has to happen according to plan. But all these other construction workers are like Aries and like Venus and like, yes, let's start constructing. And they actually have the desire to, you know what? Fuck that architect. Let's build a higher building. You know, let's instead of 7 floors, let's make 10. And they start constructing, and it's like, but the architect's like, no, hold on. No, think it through. This is what's the plan. But actually, if they would learn, if there would be a good communication between the construction workers who are in the field versus the architect who is the master of the creation of the plan, and if he learns to listen to his construction workers and they say, this is actually what we're experiencing, and we truly believe that if we do this well, we can make this building not 7 floors, but actually 10. And then there can be a conversation that starts. And actually the architect can say like, whoa, actually, you know what, you're right. We can, I know this doesn't go that way in real life, but you get the analogy, right? So it is a communication and a cycle between going within, but at the same time letting your desires, Mars in Aries, and your wants, your values, your sweetness, your receptiveness, letting that go with the flow. But the communication and the thinking and the expression has to have a plan. Saturn in Capricorn, according to your integrity. But at the same time, Pluto in Capricorn, the ability to actually be okay if that plan does not go according to the plan. So obviously, you know, it is a time where we're trying to do things perfect. It is a time where we can beat ourselves up, where people are harsh, you know, where, you know, Sun just squaring Mars, being aggressive, and yes, that's all of that possible, but it's where you focus on. And it's if you do your spiritual practice, if you meditate, and if you learn to listen to the heart, if you do all that inner work, if you go within, and at the same time you understand that life is movement and that life changes constantly, I think letting go is all about letting those emotions arise so that we can truly see them and learn to let go of them. This is a constant practice. And so I would say the mantra for this week is, by sticking to the plan, I gradually surrender to the details, allowing to envision expansion and new opportunities. So it's a paradox. By sticking to the plan, I gradually surrender to the details. But it's actually because of the plan that you can surrender to the details, because you know it so well. And now you can let new things arise and pop up. And that's that Capricornian energy and Pluto in Capricorn. And the allowing to envision new opportunities. I mean, Mars in Aries trining Venus in Sagittarius gives us a lot of opportunities, especially with groundedness of Capricorn. If you learn to let these desires and wants and needs and values be really just like, if we get excited about that, but at the same time understand that we need structure, that we connect the heart, the desire, and the gut feeling with the structure of the mind, and let them communicate well. Then there's what we call allowing expansion and new opportunities. So, okay. Thank you very much. I wish you the best. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and to support, to share. And let me know in the comments down below how this weather is affecting you, because oh my God, it is affecting all of us a big time. If you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling like everything has to be perfect, if you're feeling it's super scary to let go, and it's like this tension between like, I want to go, but actually I don't know, it's all fine. It's all good. Okay? In the end, Source always has the last word. Much love, the Leo Mystic. Peace.